Hello all, and welcome back to the adventures of Saffron Mallory, here in the Secret World. In the previous episode, we were lucky enough to receive our first special weapon, the rocket launcher, with a not at all grindy quest. But we got it, we managed it, and we're off now to the third area in the game, Transylvania. We've done Solomon Island, we've done Egypt, land of the zombies, land of the mummies, and now we're on to land of the vampires and the werewolves, Transylvania. Off to the besieged farmlands now, see what happens there, and see if I can remember the story. So let's get going. Can you go down there? I don't think I've ever been under here. I mean, there's nothing there apart from a law, but still. That was cool. Right. Let's head on over to Agatha. And off we go now to Transylvania. Hi there, Carl. Bailey seems incapable of keeping the bone in one place. He's chasing it around the floor. He's now backed himself into a corner. Right, now. Trying to remember how I used to get down to Transylvania. It was this way. Oh, okay. That's one way of doing it. Wasn't planning that, but there we go, I'll take that. Here we are at the besieged farmlands. Hi, Elizabeth. Welcome to Transylvania. Oh, we got 2 missions here with Carmen. We'll do those. Let's have a look at the map. So we're there at the top. Lots of quest givers around the village. We got the vampire hunter over there. So then we got the priest over there. And then there's one down there. This isn't the map with the 2 kids, is it? That's one of the other ones. That's is that Carpathian Fangs or Shadowy Forest? I can never remember which one's which. There is a dungeon around here somewhere. That's the Shadowy Forest. Yeah, the facility. Okay. Well, let's make a start of it.
You're a long way from home, and not quite dressed for the occasion. Your superiors, they did explain it is cold in the Carpathians, huh? No matter. First we deal with the vampires, then the frostbite. Do not presume you know what to expect from vampires, from your movies, your games. The reality is dirtier. There is no superstition in my homeland, only reality. We grow up knowing to fear the night. Now the night fears me. Strange how life turns out. This valley was a refuge for all creatures. The forbidden, the lost, the forgotten. Such things whispered of in my grandmother's time. Today, it is a battlefield. I wonder, who would upset such a sanctuary? It is a very convenient crisis, if something needed to be buried out here, or unearthed. But the Council does not ask me to think, only to rally the troops. You see, the air is thick with stories on smoke. You should follow both to their sources. We make a big deal of folk tales. One brought me love. It's a sweet story, you know. Another blinded my eye. Not so sweet. Let's see what fortune they have for us now.
I know, Carl. Don't remind me. I might be devoting an entire episode to that one.
Is this not what you signed up for? To play a part in a medieval siege, like in old history? The villagers say the walls of Harbabureşti, held against the Golden Horde, the Templars, the Soviets, a peaceful resistance. A nice idea. Between you and I, that won't work again. In siege, the attackers starve out the defenders. Is it not true? Here, the attackers are starving. The blood hunger drives them, hard and strong. They will not stop. A single vampire killed 30 people in Cluj-Napoca, where I come from. One night, one vampire. It now sleeps under a churchyard, with an iron spike through its skull. We do not have enough soil in the churchyard or iron in the houses to seal all of these away. I've done the math. Look how the ghouls are gathering for their feasts, sniffing out the dead and the abandoned. Yet, the walls still hold. Some old saint or miracle smiles down on this village for us to have made it this far. I should like to drink to his health.
Okay. Let's get going. We all set? Ah, my rocket launcher. Go on. Nothing. It did nothing. They were standing there and they evaded the entire rocket launch. They had their back to it. Not impressed. think there's another ghoul hole just around here, isn't there? Yeah. I remember this. And you got to wait for like 2 or 3 minutes in between waves. Bringing in the sheaves, bringing in the sheaves. E-I-E-I-D-O, we're bringing in the sheaves. Anytime now. Anytime now. Oh, here we go. I think it's always raining here, isn't it? All the time. Oh, we're going. Right. little sleep now. Waiting for the next lot. Oh, here we go. Oh, heck. Hello, dude. How have you been today? You alright? Good boy. Sorry we got to kill you and all, but, you know, you're going a bit mental. Sorry about that. Right, I'll head back up to Carmen now for the next of her quests. Oh, no, hang on. Okay, this one is Who Horrifies the Horrors?
Trouble never comes alone, they say. If it was only the vampires, only the thousands of vampires, we could counterattack, give them a war to remember when they are back under the cold, cold soil. But no, they have loosed their mongrel werewolves to run red and rabid. You will see these are unfortunate, mistreated beasts, not the proud wolves of legend. Do not make the mistake of sparing them your pity. It is too late for them now. Better too late for them than too late for us. I have done this before. This side of my country is a side that stays among countrymen. Yet there are also matters in which even I am inexperienced. At night, I've heard something moving through the woods down there. Crashing through the woods. It is no season for ogres or dragons. The last of them were hunted in my grandmother's time. Go prepared for anything. Today, this valley holds no safety for man or monster.
Alright then, let's go monster hunting. I mean, I am, you know, a fully paid up member of the League of Monster Slayers. Where are we going? Oh, okay. They do look particularly enraged. Okay, I'm going to look for some tracks now. We're still only on tier 1 of 6. This could be a long mission. We're going through here? No? Okay, let's see where we're going. I know this game is 10 years old, but, you know, things like this still hold up. I still like the way this looks. It still does annoy me that they're not doing anything with it. Okay. Oh, okay. Following the tracks now. Sorry, I lost my own thoughts there. So it's turning out to be quite a long quest. We're practically down the other side of the map now. was doing alright there.
I know who's behind this shit. All of it. You think it's a coincidence? Them being here? Everywhere? From day one, ground zero. It all leads back to one thing. The Orochi group. I know you know what I'm talking about. You've asked yourself that same question. What the hell are they up to? I've been around, and I've seen what you've seen. They're everywhere, and their hands are filthy. In more ways than one. I may not have an all-access pass to the secret world, but I've picked through enough locks and peeked through enough cracks to know what's out there. Down there, in the dark. Did you know that? No, of course not. Why would you? It was your world that destroyed mine. Stole my children and my wife away from me. Murdered them. Your lies, your festering conspiracies, and your godforsaken secrecy. Doesn't matter if that band had Orochi plates. Could have been any of you guys. Wouldn't made much of a difference. Crusaders, puppet masters, engineers of chaos. You'd all get away with it regardless. You're protected. You're all part of the disease. People like me, people who see through it all the bullshit, who suffered at the hands of your gentleman's war, we're the cure. We're gonna tear it all down sooner or later. You just watch. The Orochis are behind this one, though. I sense it, smell it. I know their handiwork better than most after 20 years of hunting. They've gone messing with things again, and this time, it's gonna turn back on them. In every way. Mark my word.
Okay, well let's... wasn't going to plan to do this one, but as we're here, let's do this. Search for signs of Orochi. Oh, there's some further up here, isn't there? Oh, that's out of the area there. Right, well I'm not going to the shadowy forest just yet. So I think I'll pause that. We'll come back to that one.
Hello, please take a seat. Can I get you something to drink? Go on, take a seat.
I do believe our guests receive their sustenance from more arcane waters, Lady Sophie.
Don't mean they don't drink ale, do it? It's on the house for as long as it lasts. Please forgive Mr. Staghead. He's not in the best of moods, poor thing. Having lost home and hearth.
Home, hearth, my kingdom, the forest. All of it succumbed to parasites. To filth. Our world is coming apart at the seams. The end is folding in on us.
No more drink for you, sweet. You only get melancholy, and we don't need that now. Not when you're about to help me with the ad.
Her skin radiant, pure and white as winter's dawn over Arcadia lost. She is Eve, born of the earth, not of man. Plump as a ripe apple, fruitful and fertile.
Plump? Fertile? Oh, thanks very much. That'll just scare men off, sweet. He's trying. It's a distraction for him. For me too, in lieu of better and brighter days. I'd like to get out someday. Even if I could leave right now, I wouldn't. He's kind. They need us. To believe. To remember. To fight. This is all they have. These fields and forests and mountains. They've nowhere else to go. The world out there is not for them.
Here will soon be no more. My people are abandoning our sacred lands, leaving only the dead to go to Earth and the disease to spread. The power of the forest is on the wane, and a shadow falls over us all.
This has always been a special place. A place of strong magic. I've run with fairies since I could run. The forest people protected us as long as we left their lands alone. It was the law. The Strigoi, the bloodsuckers, they don't respect the law.
There is a dark and infinitely malevolent force behind this siege. It is a ruse concealing some fearful machinery restarted. It brings forth memories of dark times befalling us countless seasons ago, and of those who rose up against the endless night. The dragon, the eagle, the owl.
Oh, I've heard this story also from my mom. She used to sing a beautiful song. La 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 la. I'm afraid I wouldn't know how to sing it in English. On karaoke night, I just listen. Everyone's okay with that.
The forces of darkness are stronger than ever, and those who stand against them are weakened by centuries and forgetfulness, bitterness, and the embrace of the grave. No matter how many of you there are, with your modern magic and your steel weapons, you cannot defeat this evil. Not without their help.
The owl, the eagle, and the dragon? The dragons died a long time ago. Eagles, there are plenty of up in the mountains, but none here. Owls, though, I've seen owls. There's one in particular I see often in the village. He hoots at me. I think it's a friendly owl. So, what do you have so far? Her bosom soft as... Oh, sweet. There's just no way I'm filling your mug again.
Okay, so we've got two in here.
Greetings.
Death and axes. And of the forest. Oh, we got 50 minutes. Let's do this. Let's do this one.
What's the matter, sweet?
Another of my limbs ravaged, amputated. They are savage butchers, the vampires, and they have no care for this earth. They only want to see it destroyed. For what purpose? What will be left for them to rule over? Ashes.
It's been like this since the Dark Crusade began. For all of us. But for them... For them in particular. The forest folk feel the intrusion and the destruction like it's part of them being torn off. I don't think they act with any thought, the Strigoi. They don't have a vision for a world after their war. They only want to feed on us until there's nothing left.
Then let them try. They will find no nourishment in my veins, only pain and death. Every part of me is the opposite of them, and I am poison to their kind. The forest is my body. The trees my arms, twigs and branches my fingers. Through them I touch the earth, the air and the water, and I read them as a bat reads the night. The vampires, they're tearing away my senses one by one. But they can still be restored, regrown, and through them I can see past the scorched earth and bring the battle to our enemy.
He's talking about protecting magic trees.
Your command of language never ceases to amaze me, Lady Sophie.
That's why we're such a good team, sweet.
Okay, right. Examine the great tree. Let's go and have a look at the great tree, shall we? Purify the ground by planting acorns. Okay. Anywhere in particular? Ah, yes. Some quick growing trees. Aha. We head down to the desecrated stump. It's a good thing these are friendly shotgun bullets. They don't, you know, they don't hurt prisoners.
This isn't happening. Thou shalt not be afraid.
No, I don't know. I don't think I've opened the bag.
This isn't happening. Have mercy.
Another pacing issue here. I'll have a look at the signet in a moment, Carl. Any time now. Any time now. There's some serious pacing issues here. I mean, you know, how difficult is it once you've got 4 enemies? Once you kill the last enemy, spawn the next wave. Or wait 10 seconds and then spawn the next wave. It's not rocket science. Something big is coming. Something's coming, yes it is. Something big and something red. Coming this way. I was watching West Side Story the other night. My favourite musical of all time. I've seen it live so many times. So, destroy the rotting carcasses, or the bits of things. I saw 12 Angry Men about 15 years ago. I hadn't seen it before. What a really interesting and good movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. A lot of people are so quick to dismiss old movies. Oh, it's rubbish, it's in black and white. But some of them are really good stories. Just because it's old doesn't mean it's bad. And while I do agree... Where are we? No, I need to go down there, don't I? But certainly movie-making techniques are different. Watching old movies... It's amazing to watch some old movies sometimes because... You know, half an hour, 45 minutes, nothing happens. Whereas people seem to be afraid of that nowadays. You know, if things aren't blowing up every 5 minutes, people are afraid they'll lose the interest. But yeah, old movies, sometimes nothing would happen for an hour. It was amazing. It's turning out to be a long mission as well. Carl, bullet. There's a car chase in the middle of that, which lasts about 20 minutes. There's no music. It's literally just two cars chasing each other through the streets. The movie itself is actually very good. Yeah. Well, The Wizard of Oz holds up because the music is great. It's amazing to think it's in colour, even though it was 1939. And 12 Angry Men was in black and white, and was that 65-ish? Now, I remember going to the cinema to watch Return to Oz, the sequel, with Fairuza Balk. I was very young at the time. That was quite a disturbing movie. Those, do you remember that? Have you seen? Anybody seen that? The Wheelers. They were disturbing as hell. Smokey and the Bandit. Remember that one. Alright. Signet of Serration. Alright, what time is it? Oh. Right. Alright, so we've done the first 3 missions in Harbabureşti. Did I pronounce that correctly? Yeah. Join me again from for the next episode. Thank you very much for your company tonight, and looking to see you again in the next episode, where the adventures of Saffron Mallory will continue.